Clash 6. Oh yeah, Hockey Division title on the line.
Why the Hockey Division is the hottest division in all of Evolve Sports.
This Hockey Division is on fire.
We have so many good competitors.
Meter picks it up. It's a 2-on-0. She scores!
Monkey
was 6 seconds. Snipes it!
Shane.
And Shane, just like that with a trickler.
All very experienced. Slippy.
Crossing right in front. Backhands it between the legs of Samsonov and into the back of the net.
Is already doing very well.
It is the hottest division in all of Evolve Sports.
And I assume it would only get better.
And the only division with a title defense happening.
With the title on the line?
Right now. Is it a lot of pressure being in that title game?
I feel the pressure no matter what game I'm playing.
Is there a prestige there? Of course there's a prestige.
I never want to lose.
Being in the showcase with the title on the line?
We don't play games to lose.
Is everything. They're cold. They're going to feel that pressure.
I'm just going to try to stay focused and not let the pressure bother me.
I'm Diamond, baby.
I know who I'm playing.
I'm Diamond. I am the pressure. And which wins games, right? Is it offense? Is it defense?
I know how good he is at both aspects of the game.
Well, offense wins games.
I really have to focus on me finding that balance.
You can't win without at least one goal, right?
To the forecheck on my offense, not to overcommit.
But defense.
Finding that, that patient balance of not making a mistake.
Wins titles. Defense wins championships.
Because he likes to sit back and wait for your defense to make a mistake.
And I'm not here today to win a game.
So that's going to be my main focus, is trying to find a good balance at both and making that the dominant factor, that I'm balanced.
I'm here today to walk away with my title.
Well, I will leave Clash 6 as the Hockey Division champion.
Why am I going to leave Clash 6 as the Hockey Division champion?
Well, I think after 3s, I put a little doubt in his mind. And hopefully early in the game, I can continue to put that doubt in his mind. I have to limit mistakes. And if I can do that, I do have a good chance of coming away with the win and being the Hockey Division champion.
I'm going to win because it's what I do. You want a shot at my title? Well, it's high noon, wild, wild west. And you get one shot. You better make it count.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash. My name is Langelo on Xbox, and we have a huge night of gaming ready for you tonight. Not only do we have the Evolve Sports Live Hockey Championship on the line in our showcase matchup, we also have a contenders matchup in the Madden division. It is going to be ShanesGaming taking on Monkeywork. I am joined here in the booth here for Game 1 along with my broadcast partner, Meter. Meter, welcome to Clash 6.
Thank you very much, Langelo. I am pumped up and excited for this football game right here in preparation for the final hockey game tonight.
Yeah, you're pulling double duty tonight. You're in the broadcast booth for Game 1 and then defending your championship, your Evolve Sports Hockey Division title on the line later tonight. But before we get to that, let's talk about this first matchup. We have in the Madden division, we've got ShanesGaming taking on Monkeywork. Shane, a former TPCFL Season 5 champion, knows his way around the field, knows his way around football, and he is back tonight to try to climb up the rankings here, taking on Monkeywork.
This is going to be amazing. There is not enough tape on Monkeywork, but there is plenty on Shane. Shane, an absolute veteran in the league, and so good at what he does. Running out of the pocket, the throwing while on the run. This guy is really, really good. He embodies Russell Wilson. You see Russell Wilson play in real life, that's Shane controlling him.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. He is adapted and had basically become a hybrid version of the Seattle Seahawks digitally. When you watch Shane play, he's got the running down. He's got the long passing down. He definitely knows his way around the field, and he knows how to use those Seattle Seahawks. And that is one thing, speaking from 8 seasons in the TPCFL, we're now in season 9, if you can adapt and play the same style as the real life version of that team, you automatically have some extra success going into that game.
Could not agree more. In any sport, and especially here in this league, adaptability is absolutely crucial. You cannot do the same play over and over and win games. You cannot become predictable, and Shane is really good at both picking up on when people are doing that and not doing that himself.
Exactly. And on the other side of the field, we have Monkeywork. Monkeywork is newer to the league as far as experience goes with Shane, but as far as here in Evolve Sports Live, they're both they both came in at the same time. So I would have to give the experience as far as number of games played to Shane, but Monkeywork is definitely can pull a lot of damage on the ground. Running with Lamar Jackson is something that he has been able to master, much like Shane has with Russell Wilson, figuring out the traits of the quarterback. Monkeywork has done the exact same thing with Baltimore, and it's going to be exciting to see who can take control earlier tonight and lead their team to victory.
Definitely agreed. You said it yourself. Shane may have the edge when it comes to actual experience, but I think that does give Monkeywork his own edge. There's an edge to not having a bunch of tape, not having your plays ever out there. So Monkeywork has the distinct advantage of being a fresh look. Shane's going to have to adapt on the fly live instead of being able to go back and prepare. There's no preparing for Monkeywork. This is absolutely going to be an amazing matchup.
You have nailed all the key points that need to be said. I believe we're getting ready to go here. It is our opening matchup here on Clash. It will be Monkeywork versus ShanesGaming. We're just loading up the screen. We'll be with you very shortly. Stay tuned, folks. You're not going to want to miss this exciting matchup in the Madden division, and it's coming up right now. Let's flip over to the live screen, and away we go.
And if you haven't yet, hit that follow button, drop a subscribe. You're going to want to be here, and especially after you see this match, you'll see exactly what we're talking about.
Indeed. Getting ready to kick off here. It looks as though it is going to be Baltimore giving the ball back to Seattle to start the game, which means Baltimore will start in the second half. I know we should have talked about this in a pregame meter, but do you want play-by-play or color for this game?
I got play-by-play, my friend.
All right, you go ahead then, sir.
Shane gets this one kicked way into the back of the end zone by Monkey, so he'll take the wave on this and start from the 25. Very familiar place.
Yeah, I hear a lot of games start from that exact spot.
They do indeed. I liked that attempt to kick it over into the corner, though, and try and pin him over there, but just a little too deep for any sort of a run back. Shift by the defense as Wilson's in the shotgun. Snap by Shane. Handoff. Gets past the first guy and taken down right at the line. Carson with no gain.
Great defense starting off by Baltimore. Setting the tone early that you're not going to gain yards very easily on the ground.
Man coverage able to swallow up the run play, so we'll see how Shane responds after a failure on the run. Wide out by the defense. Snap, looking on the run, throwing into coverage, and it's almost intercepted on the tip.
Great defense again by Baltimore, but that's what we talked about with Shane, being able to scramble out of the pocket really quick and get those throws off. That's something that Monkeywork's going to have to keep an eye on throughout this entire game. You can't skip a play on that because Shane will burn you on it.
It seemed like Shane kind of had his eye on that tight end from the word go. That was the intended receiver on the play, and he didn't back down from that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to read the field and see if there's an open player somewhere else, but it's a lot easier to say that here up in the booth as it is when you're playing the game itself.
Fair point. Wilson taking off this time, picks up a first and then a whole lot more. So he's finally tackled to the ground at the 43, 18 yards.
Monkeywork had the defense ready. He had players covered. Unfortunately, there wasn't one extra player there on the field to cover Wilson, and as a result, 18 yards and a first down.
High formation now with one wide on either side, tight end on the right side of the line. Snap, handoff, going for the right side, gets the block he needs and spun and rolled over to the 48. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
You know, he gave up 5 yards there, but that's still great defense. We've seen Shane bust out of plays like that before and gain first downs almost at ease, and Monkey able to control it. Control the bleeding a little bit there.
pinching his defense, rightly so. He thought run, and he saw it coming, able to beat Carson back a yard. 3rd and 6 now.
3rd and 6.
Really good pickup there.
Oh, most definitely. I would expect at this point we're going to see Shane scramble out of the pocket again. And there he goes.
Wilson rolling out of the pocket.
Throws
looking
it.
for a man on the slant.
Intercepted.
Hits him, and it's bumped wide. Beautiful play. Wow. Had that one read from word go.
Great awareness by Monkey, and now he takes the ball and stops Shane on his opening drive. No points on the board for Shane at this point. And now Monkey basically starting just shy of midfield here to start his first drive.
Monkey with a sweep, trying to get out to the right side, but picked up well and taken down. No gain on that. The same outcome of Seattle's first play, of Shane's first play.
That's true. It's a little tit for tat right now. Like I said in the opening, it's going to be interesting to see who has the ability to find that spot, take advantage of their team's strength here early on.
Now dropping back, throwing this one, and it's caught and taken to the ground. Are you kidding me? 17 yards on the reception.
Hollywood Brown there with the reception. Monkeywork on the other hand floats that through. And a lot of times when you have floating passes like that, it's an invitation to be picked off, but somehow, some way that got delivered. And Monkeywork, first and 10 here on the 38.
We have the predict who's going to win with your channel points up in chat. If you're over here on Twitch with us live, check that out and let us know, who do you think's going to win. Right now, it's pretty much right down the middle.
Yeah, right now it's pretty close, 300 to 250. And I'm not even sure who's for who right now, but like you said, it's definitely close. There's no blowout right now in this one.
I formation. 2nd and 7 now. Monkey making a change. Snap, looking. Throwing over to the right. Caught, but hit so hard the ball pops loose.
Man, hit him from behind, folded him up like an accordion. Luckily, there's not some severe spinal damage in a play like that.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7 now. Big 3rd down. Looking wide open over the middle on the slant. And that one is caught and taken down. 1st down, Monkeywork.
Monkeywork looking at the field, seeing the middle is wide open, floats it through and gains another 1st down and is now on the 20-yard line. And I learned my mistakes from last time, Meter. I will not ask you where they are right now. I will wait till a little bit later in this drive.
The red zone's always a dangerous spot. Shane's going to have to be on his game here to prevent any points from happening. And I think right now he's thinking hold him to 3 at minimum, or maybe take the ball away if he can.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Try to, stop the bleeding as much as possible. 3 points is mid-case scenario. 7 obviously being the worst, and an interception or a fumble to get the ball back is definitely the best thing you're looking for right now.
High snap draw, run up the middle, 2nd and 6. Looks like he had a pretty good gap, but the offensive lineman the center not able to hold.
And now it's
into the ground.
Monkey 2nd and 6. The prediction now is 300 points apiece. So it's basically a pick 'em at this point.
It is. Be interested to see as this game progresses if that changes. We got about 12 minutes left to submit on that. Jackson now directly behind the center for Monkey. And controlling a lineman. Getting double teamed. Run out to the right side. He had the room. Missed tackle, but taken down still. 3rd and 4 on a 2-yard gain for Edwards.
Trying to get out there to the outside. We have another competitor in our division, Commando Slippy, who is an expert at that. Maybe Monkey has taken a couple plays out of that playbook, trying to get to the outside. It's been successful for Commando Slippy. We saw that in the game against Colby here in Clash 5. But now 3rd and 4, pressure is definitely on now to gain those 4 yards and get into the 1st down for Monkey.
Really big play once again right here. All these 3rd downs are going to be huge. From the shotgun, the snap, looking, men coming in fast, can't get the ball away, and he's taken down way out of the red zone, the 25-yard line.
Wow. Great play by Shane. There's the defense of ShanesGaming that we've come to expect from Shane. In multiple seasons in the TPCFL, he's been a defensive juggernaut for plays like that. And now we're at the end of the first quarter already, Meader. Tied 0-0. What a game so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely amazing. Starts out with Shane getting the ball and an interception. Baltimore marching down the field into the red zone, and Shane's able to sack him back enough that he has to now go for the field goal.
Oh, Shane almost blocked that.
Shane with a unique opportunity to block, but through the uprights, the ball sails, and 3 points tick up on the board on Monkeywork's side.
Now, it's interesting. We were talking to Monkey before the game, and he was a little worried about the kick meter. We're playing on All-Pro right now, but he seemed like a grizzled veteran with that kick.
He did. I don't know if it's something that he practiced beforehand. Oh, here's a good one. Running it out from deep in the end zone. There's him out midway through the end zone and getting it only to the 21. Interesting choice by Seattle. Loss of 4 on that.
Exactly. But, I mean, it's something like that you got to do. You got to be unpredictable. If they expect you to wave fair catch, you know, maybe catch them off guard. Maybe you're not ready for that run. And as a result, you know, Shane didn't work out quite the way he expected, but it's all right.
Shift here by the defense. Lateral out to the right side. Not enough blockers for the amount of rush coming, and taken down at the 22. Pickup of only 1.
Shane gains 1 yard on that play. It'd be interesting to see here. Shane in his last outing here on Clash didn't quite go his way, but I can see him. Oh, there's the scramble. I'll continue that thought another time. Oh, it's intercepted.
Wow. That scramble throw to the slant over on the left side has been well scouted. That's 2 interceptions on that exact play.
Yeah, Monkeywork definitely did his homework. Definitely knew to try to have coverage there on the left side, midfield to deep. And that's twice now that Shane's been burnt. I wonder if Shane will change it up and possibly either go to the right or just change up the game plan completely and avoid those off the back foot throws.
It'll be real interesting to see how Shane changes here, if he changes. Snap, look, throw. This one deep and caught. Wow, what a big pickup.
That is huge. That's a huge play. And in one play, he's on the 3-yard line. And he's not in the suburbs, Meter. He is right downtown.
He is indeed deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone, 3-yard line. Only one place to go from here, and that's end zone.
Let's see what Monkey has planned. Hands it off. And he is in.
Fights through the tackle, picks up at least 2 after contact, and that is the fight that you need to pick up wins in this league.
It definitely is. And now Monkeywork and the Baltimore Ravens with a 9-point lead here, just a bit shaved off at the start of the second quarter. What a start by Monkeywork.
Absolutely exceptional. And to think that Shane started with the ball, has thrown 2 interceptions now.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be huge, especially heading into the second. Going to go for 2 here.
Wonder if he's worried about the kick meter or he just wants to have those points. Either way, he got them.
He did express concern about the kick going into it, as we mentioned, but we saw him kick it earlier and made it just fine. This was an even closer kick, but regardless, now it's more than just a touchdown and a field goal unless Shane himself goes for 2.
Indeed.
Kicked about halfway through the end zone, and this time Shane will take the knee. Start this drive as so many have before on the 25-yard line.
And here we go now. It'll be interesting to see what Shane does in reference to his offense. Does he stick with the game plan and make it work, or does he change things up?
Snap, handoff left side, and Carson making it to the 32 before getting taken down. That was a good pickup there.
Definitely was. Gain of 7. Great turnaround by Shane, not allowing the 2 interceptions to really take him out of the game. Because Meader, you and I have both been playing for a long time in leagues, and it's easy to get down on yourself after 2 interceptions in the first half. And Shane so far not showing the effects of that.
It really is. That's well stated. Shane rolling out to the right, throwing on the run. This one is not caught as he's hit on contact. Russell Wilson 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions. Those are not typical Shane stats.
No, they definitely aren't. And I'm wondering whether or not the time away is affecting Shane, or is it the fact we're playing on all pro versus pro? I'd love to sit down and talk with Shane at one point and just kind of find out what his thoughts are on this. But clearly this is not the time to have that conversation.
Fair point. Wilson picking up the first, missed tackle, and he's taken down. Wilson now with 2 rushes and 28 yards. He is the leading rusher for the team.
I guess you get yards any way you can, and right now, going through the air isn't really being that successful, but Shane's still picking up first downs and multiple yards on the ground with Russell Wilson.
Very true. Snap. Handoff, left side, has room, falls forward, and another first down on the other side of the 50.
Shane now in the offensive side of the field. Hopefully he can keep this going. Make his way downfield, even to get something on the board before the end of the half. Just something to cut into that lead by Monkeywork.
He was muted in the first in his run game. And now that the run game has started to take off a little bit, I'm interested to see how that will affect, if that will affect going on here. His pass game. And taking off is Wilson again. Fumble on the hit, and Seattle picks it up and keeps running.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Great offensive awareness by Shane to grab that ball and keep moving forward, because so many times we've seen a fumble and end up losing the ball.
You know, I believe that the settings here do not allow for injury, so that may give Wilson or give Shane a little bit more confidence in running with Wilson that he's not going to lose him. But Wilson's not designed to carry the ball like that. He has a very good chance of fumbling, and we saw it right there. Beautiful throw on the run here.
That's Wilson's first completed pass and Shane's first completed pass of the game. And we're
on the run, turn around, 1 foot throw. Insanity.
Yep, Shane knows what he's doing. I mean, I know it doesn't necessarily show all the success right now, but Shane has been in these positions before. He's a former TPCFL champion who defeated an undefeated challenger. So Shane definitely knows what he's doing. And just like that, Shane into the end zone and cuts that lead to 5.
Wow. Wow, what an exceptional game right now.
Yeah, this kick looks like it's probably oh, yes, and it goes wide. Keeping that lead at 5 points for Monkeywork.
The difference between 5 and 4 very small. The difference between 5 and 3 huge. So I'm very surprised he didn't go for 2 there.
Indeed. But it's the first half. I mean, he's got the second half to work with. But I can't see him making a decision like that in the second half. You want to get as many points as possible, especially when trailing, when there's only 2 quarters left in the game after this. So first half, you can kind of let it go. Second half, you have to get as many points as possible.
This one sails through the end zone, so Baltimore will now start from the 25. Seattle started from the 25, ended up in the end zone, but just under 2 minutes left here for Baltimore. They have all their timeouts. Pistol formation. Monkey sends a man in motion. Fake handoff to him and handoff over to the guy in back and picks up the first down.
Huge play by Monkey there. Totally fooled the defense. Shane was looking for a pass and was having, his blocker, trying to block the receivers, and that left it straight up the middle, and Monkey gains a first down.
That one had me fooled, to be honest. He did a great motion there to do that fake forward pass to the sweep man and ended up handing it off to the man in back. Exceptional work.
Indeed.
Sends another man in motion. This time it is handed off to him, but Snead not fooled. And Shane takes Monkey to the ground for a loss of 1.
And the smart veteran play by Shane, taking the time out there to stop the clock with only 1:24 left. I mean, there's still at least 2 more downs before he could get the ball back, but trying to maximize the ability to get that time back.
Final 40 seconds to get your predictions in if you want to do that. Beautiful pass here. Holy cow, that looked like it might have been intercepted, but instead picking up a beautiful first down, and Seattle using their timeouts. Fascinating.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Monkeywork threading that needle, getting that ball in there in double if not triple coverage, somehow comes up with it, gains the first down. It's in the 47-yard line, still has a ways to go to get into even field goal range. But we'll see what happens.
Seattle stopping the first play for a loss. Very smart veteran move to take the timeout after the first down. I don't know about that one.
Right. Intercepted.
Okay, makes me look like a fool instantly.
That's the best part about this meter, is the fact that anything can happen on Clash. It's completely unpredictable. And just like that, now Shane at midfield only has 1 timeout. But if he can even get in field goal range, he cuts that score down to a 2-point lead.
This is huge. Shane really needs some points here, as spread by the defense. He still has quite a bit of time. Takes off with Wilson out to the left side and makes it out of bounds at the first down marker. Clock stops dead at 1:07 with a fresh set of downs.
Brilliant play. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, doesn't have to burn that final timeout, can try to keep that in his back pocket in case he needs it for a field goal or anything else. 1:07 left on the clock.
Wilson looks, man coming in fast, throws on the run into nobody.
Shane now 2 for 7 in the passing field. Monkey's defense has been absolutely lights out as far as through the air goes.
Has been indeed. Shane looks like he's thinking deep on every play here. You know, only 1:02, but I think it's a bit fallacious to think that you have to go deep every single time in these situations. You can use the out of bounds, you can use the spike ball if you really have to. There's a lot of opportunity here.
Indeed. If you excuse me for a second, I'm going to look up what fallacious means. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Interception. Clark, left side. Monkeywork coming up huge right there and gets the tackle.
Yeah, Shane
knocked down.
Shane floated that in there, and unfortunately, Baltimore and Monkeywork had all day to get ready for that pass. You get 3 Ravens jerseys there versus 1 Seahawks jersey, and statistically speaking, that is never a good time if you're on offense.
Well stated. 3 behind Jackson now. Snap, lateral out to the right, getting some blocking, but not quite enough as he's knocked down at 36. I'm out Seattle?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by that one. You would almost expect Seattle to try to let Baltimore lose track of time and let that clock, tick down. At this point, try to do what you can to stop them from moving forward and let them waste the time, but interesting strategy by Shane.
That hard at the line. Taken down 3rd and 7 now, and the clock just ticking down.
I don't know if Monkey's trying to just be happy with a potential field goal or what's going on, but I would have expected a timeout on Monkey's side.
Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Jackson just letting the clock tick. Snap, looking, taking off right up the middle. And now timeout Baltimore with 13 seconds left on the clock.
While I have a timeout here, I want to thank everyone for joining us here live on Clash 6. It is West versus TheMeader1. That showcase game coming up right after this one. The hockey division title is on the line.
Massive field goal here. 40, 50 yards.
He hits it.
Right down Main Street, and it looked like Shane might have had a chance there for a block as well and just cut it a little too high, didn't get down low enough. It's risky. If you hit the kicker, that's an automatic first down and a whole bunch of yards, so really scary. Oh,
that kick went way out of bounds, and that's a flag against Monkey. So Shane's going to start from the 40-yard line. You know, I did hear, Meter, I didn't see it myself, but I did hear once that on a report from the BBC that hitting the kicker is something that shows you dominance, that you're in your home field.
it definitely can do that. There are statistics to support that.
God bless the BBC.
There are also statistics to say that if you do that, you lose a lot of games.
That is true. That is true.
Shane with a really unique opportunity here. He has 8 seconds and he's on the 40, but no timeouts. With 1 second left on the play clock, takes the snap, throwing on the run. This one's deep, one-on-one, and he catches it. Touchdown! Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable, and that's why you can't go anywhere. You need to stay here and watch the entire game on Clash for plays just like that. That is going to be on future highlight reels, Meter. I guarantee it.
Seattle looks like they're opting for the field goal, which is also interesting to me. And it's way to the left. If they had gone for the 2, possible they tie the game going into the half with Baltimore getting the ball at the half. But instead, go for the field goal and shank it way to the left. It's now a 2-point game.
Shane with the kick. Now, me personally, I would have squib kicked this and got out of the half. Interesting play by Shane. Because we just saw Shane score from midfield. I mean, I don't think Monkey's going to be able to hit from the 25-yard line into the end zone. But, as we just saw, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and so far it has.
Indeed.
Monkey up to the line. Snap, looking, rolling out. Jackson just taking off. Beautiful juke.
Oh my God.
Spins,
oh my God.
fumble,
Oh my
going over
God.
the left is right. Are you kidding me? That was insanity. And that's how we end the half, folks.
That's how we end the half. We have an entire second half coming up. And Meter, that's the exact reason why we see a lot of veterans will take a knee with 2 seconds left in the quarter or in the half just to prevent plays like that.
Or throw it out of bounds if they have nobody to go to, or run a very simple run play. But to run with your quarterback into coverage, my goodness, that was risky, and we saw why right there.
Definitely did. We definitely did. And Shane clearly has experience using that hit stick, getting the big hits. I know we've got West in the crowd here on Clash. He is a master of that as well. It's something that I have not been able to perfect nearly as well as these gentlemen have.
It can be an absolute game changer, especially in situations like that. And there's a huge hit.
There's another hit stick by Shane. Shane definitely has that down. And it's feast or famine there, Meter. If you miss that, if you take control of the player and go for the hit stick and miss it, I have seen people gain 20, 30 yards on plays like that. So it's you have to be really good at it if you're going to try to do it competitively.
Best looking, throwing short on the immediate curl. Great timing. That is a well-practiced play right there. You can tell the second his receiver turned around, the ball was already heading into his hands.
Yeah, Monkey has that timing down perfectly, and that's what you need sometimes. Sometimes you need plays that are bread and butter, but they're your bread and butter, ones that you know that you can pull out and gain a few yards. No one's looking to gain 20, 30 yards of play. Just make your way down the field, control the clock, and Monkey is good at that right now.
Monkey making a change at the line. Snap, looking, throwing over the middle, finds it in between a sea of Seattle characters.
And comes down with
First
it.
down.
If I was Shane right now, I'd start usering over the middle because that seems to be where Monkey's able to gain most of his yardage is straight up the middle. Just grab a hold of your player there and control him and try to make Monkey look around for another avenue to pass on.
Snap, looking, throwing over to the left, past the first guy, shakes off the second, and finally taken down at the 26. 9 for 11 for 114 yards so far is Monkey.
Yeah, it's definitely a tale of two quarterbacks here. Shane not having a lot of success through the air, whereas Monkey is.
Snap, looking, throwing left side, hit hard and taken down at the 22.
Yeah, that was another hit stick. One of these times, the ball's going to pop loose, and when it does, the ball could be going the other way.
It very easily could. We saw it at the end of the first half. The first period, the first quarter, Langell, felt like it flew by for me. I don't know about you. And then the second, a little bit more evenly paced, but now we're already halfway through the third.
Yeah, this game is definitely speeding up as we go through. The feeling out process is over. Now it's a case of who can assert their dominance at this point.
Shift by Monkey, lets the clock tick down, handoff, and is able to push forward. Picks up another 4 on that one, 3rd and 2 now. Huge third down opportunity right here.
It definitely is. This is going to be a case of if Shane can get the stop, whether or not Monkey goes for the kick or if he tries it on 4th down, we'll have to wait and see. But this play here is definitely going to be dictating as to what's coming up next.
Directly behind the center, one in the backfield. A lot of guys up on the line for both sides.
I would pinch that line if I was Shane, just in case it's a run.
Snap. It's not a run. And takes off as Jackson. It is a run all of a sudden.
And now,
first down.
And now the Ravens on the 10-yard line. They went straight up the middle. I don't know whether pinching in the defense would have prevented the first down, but it definitely would have saved some yardage on that one. So now it's 1st and goal again from the 10.
Monkey continuing to let that clock tick down.
Yeah, he is definitely draining as much time off that as he possibly can. Moves forward.
Handoff.
Had
a guy on the offensive line on Seattle's side, the defensive line, pushed through, saw it, and immediately changed directions.
Yeah, it's playing at this part of the field. I mean, I've heard you say it numerous times. This is the most dangerous part of the field within the red hot zone, and it is showing true right now. Either team makes even the slightest mistake right now, and it could be game-changing.
It very, very easily could. It's only a 2-point game as it stands right now with a lot of time left.
Indeed.
Jackson making a call out to the right side. Hard count, trying to get Seattle to jump, but Shane very patient on the line. Snap, looking, throwing into the end zone, interception, and he falls to the ground wisely.
Because had he come out of there and got hit anywhere past the end zone, Seattle would have started on the 1, possibly 2-yard line. Great defense by Shane and great awareness to immediately hit wide to hit the ground to make sure that he starts on the 20-yard line.
Absolutely exceptional work. And now, what are you thinking if you're Seattle here, trailing by 2, 1:07 left here in the third, and you just got an interception in the end zone?
I am going to try to make it back down the field, but I'm not going to try to do it with these long passes like Shane's been trying all game or has been known to do. I would try to take a page out of Monkey's book and try to drain as much clock as possible. If he can get down there by let's say the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter and scores a touchdown, he's got a lead and all the pressure goes on to Baltimore. If he scores right now, Baltimore has all the time in the world to come back and score again. And as we've seen, Baltimore has no problem really moving down the field right now.
Very true. Right up to that last second that Shane was able to take it away. Right here, Baltimore with a big stop on Seattle. I thought he had that. Looks like he had the left side. I saw a couple of gaps. Tried to get all the way to the outside and got taken down right at inches from first down.
Yeah. I don't like this setup personally, but Shane makes me look like a fool. Hits the pass, gains a first down, and that ends the third quarter. We're headed into the fourth. In a 2-point game, it's Monkeywork and the Ravens leading 14-12 here on Clash. What a game so far, Meader.
That box score is exceptional. 0-0 in the first, 14-12 in the second, and no scores since. All the scoring came in the second and maybe here in the fourth?
We'll have to wait and see. It's a 14-12 lead, 2 points. That is absolutely huge. I mean, right now, I know the poll earlier said it was kind of close to call. You're seeing why. It's a 2-point game here in the fourth quarter.
Shane making a lot of changes.
What is going on?
Turns around, goes the wrong way, and dives.
I don't know what that was, Meter, but the pressure
I think where that was a run pass option, he thought he was going to be throwing. And
Right.
X is dive and also the guy out to the left, so I think that was him trying to throw the ball.
Well, unfortunately for Shane, it's now 2nd and 22. Shane doing Monkeywork's job for him by forcing him back by 12 yards. But
better than a sack is to scare him back.
That is true. The other side of that is Shane is very familiar with making long passes. So if he can connect on one of these, he's right back in it. Never mind, just go with your feet instead, whatever works. And now
he makes up what he lost and then some. Wilson, 5 rushes, 63 yards.
Yeah, that is definitely the power of Wilson right now. Is gaining yards on the ground. And now 3rd and 6, and you'd have to assume that if Shane doesn't hit this, he would go for the extra one. Oh, on his feet, and he's going for it, and he gets it.
Oh my, what a play.
What a play by Shane. This is the veteran ability of Shane we talked about in the opening. Not to panic, has been here before, knows what he has to do, doesn't let it rattle him. And if you think about it, he was down early in this game, 14-0.
He was. And since then has scored 12 unanswered points.
Indeed.
From midfield, the snap. Shane rolling out to the left, throwing, caught. That's going to be a flag as well.
We're roughing the passer?
Exactly. There it is, roughing the passer. 8 yards will put 1st and goal on the 8-yard line.
What a change in opportunity for Shane now. Monkey going for that hit late costs him. And now Shane knocking on the door. He's on the 2-yard line. He's on the doorstep. Just needs to go through the door. 2nd and goal. But the one thing we have to keep in mind, Meter, is that time left on the clock. I talked about it earlier. If you leave Baltimore a lot of time, this could end up hurting Shane. It's going to be interesting to see how both teams manage this.
3rd down conversions and time clock management at the end of games, I think, are the 2 biggest things that separate rookies from veterans. So I'm going to be very interested to see what happens here between both of these teams. Carson can't hit the edge hard enough, can't outrun Baltimore's defense, and is taken down for a loss of 2.
A loss of 2. He's back on the 4 now. But if Shane lets that clock drop all the way down to like the last second, it'll be 3 minutes left on the clock.
Now, looking wide open in the end zone is several people and can't get the ball away as he's hit while throwing.
Now, if you're Shane, do you go for the guaranteed points to take the lead here, or do you go on 4th down and try to score the touchdown? Keeping in mind, they've both missed kicks.
Shane's missed both of his kicks.
This is interesting.
Oh my.
Oh
my!
Unbelievable. Shane now has to hope his defense will come back and bail him out on this one.
I think Shane was expecting that to go a little faster and his timing was off. Normally it does and it disappears, but when you're really, really close to the end zone, the game takes that into consideration and will actually slow it down and not make it disappear.
That is true.
I think the anticipation there burned him, and now it's all up to his defense. Handoff left side, Dobbins, and Monkey picks up another 1st down.
Yeah, the pressure is all on Shane at this point. All Monkey has to do is just gain a couple 1st downs, let that clock drop, throw on the chew clock offense, and he has the potential to walk out of here.
He does not have chew clock on. I wonder if he's going to let it manually tick down. That is what it looks like he's going to do.
It's all right. Clash can be a 4-hour show. It's okay.
Heading rapidly to the 2-minute warning. Handoff.
And goes nowhere.
Sweep. That is a big stop for Shane.
That is.
And this should take us to the 2-minute warning.
I have a feeling it's going to, whether it's in the next 3 seconds or the next 33 seconds. We are going to go to the 2-minute warning. Great swallow-up defense by Shane.
Wasn't sure if he was going to let the 30 seconds tick down there before the snap, and there it is. Beautifully done. Sets on the chew clock. And we're there, folks. The final 2 minutes. Both teams have all their timeouts. 2nd and 13 for Baltimore. Big plays from here on out.
Most definitely. Don't go anywhere. With a 2-point game, you have no idea how this is going to go yet.
Lateral right side, getting some blocking, cutting back in. Beautifully done, spinning through the hit down at the 42. Timeout, Seattle.
Shane calling that timeout. 3rd and 1. This is going to be a huge play right now.
What do you expect to see here? Up the middle, out the sides?
I expect up the middle, and I expect it on the ground just to get that first down. It'd be foolish to try to throw it right now with a 2-point lead.
Formation. They are in run formation. No pinch by Seattle. Very interesting. Snap. Handoff. Gets the blocks. And he's hit behind the line. Falls forward over the line. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Baltimore. First down, Monkey. Shane with the timeout. And now it's 1st and 10. This is almost worst case scenario for Shane at this point. Couldn't stop the first down. Is down by 2 timeouts. He needs an interception or a forced fumble here, and he needs it quickly.
And one thing is for darn sure, he cannot give up another first down.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Now, hand off the left side, spins through the tackle, and wow, spins off the back of the defender who should have had him down.
Shane not taking the timeout, keeping it in case he needs it. But as it stands right now, this is going to bring us down to roughly a minute to play, and it's 2nd down.
I do like that call of not taking the timeout.
Oh, I do too. I definitely do. As you mentioned in the first half, you have the ability to spike the ball, the ability to get out of bounds, but having that extra timeout is definitely helpful.
End off, met behind the line. Timeout, Seattle at 1:07 in a 3rd and 3.
This is going to be very interesting. We've seen Monkey in 3rd down numerous times this game, and he's been able to pull a rabbit out of the hat and get another first down. I mean, he's at midfield. There's nothing saying that he can't go for it. I mean, if he was closer to his own end zone, I would probably punt it away and rely on your defense. But at midfield, if he doesn't get this, I can see him going for 4.
Pistol formation's the choice. Very spread out is the defense. 4 guys on the line. Sends a man in motion. Lateral fake. Handoff. And first down.
Got it. He got it. I would say unless something goes tragically wrong for Monkeywork, that's going to wrap up this game with a final score of 14-12. But that's just me talking from experience. Experience means nothing when live game presentation. We could see a lot still happen, so don't go anywhere yet, folks.
On top of that, I just got a bit nervous because my title defense is coming up in just a minute.
Ding dong. Someone's at the door meter. It's West, and he wants a shot at that title.
Uh-oh. Interesting to not take the knee here, which would have been
taking a knee.
Guaranteed decision. We've already seen 2 fumbles here today.
Yeah, indeed. Not sure what Monkey's thinking there.
Should take us to the end, though.
With 8 seconds to go.
Now in victory formation and snaps it for a reason.
We'll have to ask him what that was. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Make the final. Monkeywork over ShanesGaming by a score of 14-12. Meter, all the scoring came in the second quarter. There was nothing past the second quarter. It was zeros on the board. What a game.
Exceptional. Absolutely exceptional game. Great defense in the first, going into the second, huge offense, and then lights out defense from both sides from there on out.
Yeah, most definitely. Both sides defense made a couple mistakes going down the end of the road, but overall, what a game. Defense stood tall on both sides. That's why you have to stick around and watch these games all the way to the end, because that game could have changed on its head on any one of those plays.
Looking at these stats here, pretty even across the board. Third down conversions exactly the same. Turnovers exactly the same. Total yards only separated by less than 40 yards. Insanity right here. The red zone percentage being one of the biggest differences. And that kick, that failed kick by Seattle, ended up being the game-changing difference right there.
Yeah, when you look at how everything else played out, had Shane either gone for the play or hit that field goal, we'd be talking about a completely different outcome right now. It would have been Shane and the Seahawks over Monkey and the Ravens. But as a result of that missed kick, it's 14-12 for Monkey. And I think the other thing that's going to come into play, Meter, if you look at it, that missed run play option by Shane on his final drive. I think that's
true.
Being down 2nd and 22, I think it was, that definitely changed your game plan, changed what you're going to be able to do, and you had to try to make that yardage up. Had that play worked out as designed, or even, at least gain positive yardage, might have changed the entire momentum swing for Shane in Seattle. So Monkeywork moves up in the ladder, and Shane moves downward in the ladder for the division. But we haven't crowned a champion yet, so we're going to have to wait on that to find out what the matchups are going to be moving forward. But we'll have more exciting matchups coming up here in Clash in the Madden division. It is going to be exciting. Do not go anywhere. Speaking of exciting and do not go anywhere, Meter, I'm going to let you go so you can prepare for your championship title defense. But for the people that are watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube, wherever you're watching, don't go anywhere, because coming up next, the Evolve Sports Hockey Division title is on the line. It is TheMeader1, my broadcast partner, defending against West, and it's coming up next. Both teams are 2-0. Someone's O has to go, and it's coming up soon. So, Meter, thank you for all your work here in the booth. Your expert analysis and your play-by-play is second to none. Thank you for sharing the booth with me, and I wish you the best of luck in your upcoming title defense, sir.
Thank you. Congratulations, Monkey, and good luck, West. I'm a duck out now and lace up my skates.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Best of luck, sir.
Best of luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is the Evolve Sports Hockey Division title. It is West challenging Meter for the title. Meter is currently 2-0 and the champion. West is 2-0. He's the challenger. This is going to be an exciting game, and I cannot wait to see how this plays out. But before we even get to that, let's talk to Monkeywork, who just pulled off a victory here in the Madden division. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. The hand is still a little bit quivery, if I'm going to be honest. That was intense.
I do not doubt. I do not doubt at all. What a game. 14-12. Missed kicks seem to really be the recipe for the game. But your defense stood tall.
And interceptions.
Interceptions, most definitely. I agree. Sorry. Yes, that was definitely a huge factor as well. But what a defensive battle. Hats off to both you and Shane. You both played an absolutely incredible game. You move up in the ladder. Shane, unfortunately, has a step back, but I think Shane will be back. And when he is, I think that, the sky is the limit for Shane. And, I'm excited to see you guys face off again somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I benefited from Shane being a little rusty possibly, but that was crazy intense. There was moments where I thought I was going to break away with it. That interception he got on me in the end zone had that gone the other way, this game would have been much more comfortable for me at the end. But we managed to get the clock chewed down there at the end, and I kind of looked like a jerk at the end for not taking a knee right away. That's why I took the knee at the end, just to show that I actually knew how to do the play.
Oh, we've seen people before where it's like they're scanning through the playbook trying to find it and cannot find it out. So yeah, totally understand that. But we have coming up next, the championship is on the line, Monkey. It is West, it is Meader, and what a game this is going to be.
I am incredibly hyped for this game. It's going to be interesting to see if the preparation that West has put into this match pays off for him. He has been working very hard on this game, trying to find the rhythm to exploit what he perceives as Meader's weaknesses. And we'll see if those weaknesses actually are there and if he's able to execute his game plan. And I mean, for Meader, he's a champion right now, king of the castle. If you're gonna put money on anything, you put money on the guy at the top, and you see if anybody can get close to him. And hopefully West will be able to put up a really good fight and see if we can make this incredibly interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. I've been talking with West as well, and he is confident in his ability with the goaltender of Fleury. If Fleury can shut the lights out, then I think that he definitely has that in his back pocket moving forward, because West knows how to score as well. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here and just see what we're dealing with here. There we go. Look at that. Tail of the tape. It is up here now. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, both competitors both have 2 wins each. Both have 0 losses, so they're both equal on that. Here's what's interesting. Points for. Meader has scored 7 goals in 2 games. West has scored only 5. Not that 5 is a bad number, but he's behind Meader in that aspect. But then look at the defense. Meader's given up 5 goals in 2 games, and West has only given up 2. So,
which, had you not put this stat up on the screen, I would have guessed these numbers were flipped.
Yeah. Yeah, most
if I'm
definitely.
being completely honest.
Yeah, definitely, because Meader definitely is a defensive wizard. His opening game, though, against Shane is what it was. Shane put 4 goals past Meader, and then Darth Travis 74 scored 1 in his game. As we remember, that goal that set the water bottle flying, and you and I both lost our minds. One of the most reacted to goals so far in Evolve history. West, on the other hand, scored 5. He beat Commando Slippy, and not to rub salt in wounds or anything, I believe you were the other team that he played against. So West has his defense down. They're only giving up 2 goals in that time. But ladies and gentlemen, I hear that they are ready. I hear that the game is ready to go. So at that point, I think we should throw it over to Shano for our pregame intro, and then we'll get to that game here in just a moment. So let's throw it over to Shano.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the following contest is the showcase matchup for Clash 6 and is for the Evolve Sports Hockey Division Championship. Introducing first, competing out of Ontario, Canada, with an Evolve Sports Hockey Division record of 2 wins and 0 losses, the #1 ranked contender in the division, West. And his opponent, competing out of New Hampshire, the United States, with an Evolve Sports Hockey Division record of 2 wins and 0 losses, he is the reigning and defending Evolve Sports Hockey Division champion, TheMeader1.
Thank you, Shano. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We have a little bit of a technical issue waiting for the screen to load, but it doesn't matter. We are going to get things going here, lights out or not. The title is on the line. This is the showcase matchup. This is why people are tuning in. Not to say the football game was not important, because it definitely was, but we are talking about a championship matchup right now, Monkey. And here we go. Title on the line. West and the Golden Knights taking on the champion Meader and the Bruins. Right now, the prediction in chat is kind of a landslide. It's 5.3K to 0 in favor of Meader. But once that puck drops, now the title's on the line. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, once the game gets going, nothing can be really predicted in this. And West coming out of the zone right away, trying to get into the zone with Meader. It's so difficult because he can clog up all the lanes. He waits so patiently, and just like that, a pass gets picked off, and the puck's going back the other way.
Indeed, just watching this now, Meader passing it back, throws it forward, puck out of play. But yeah, that's it, right? Meader, it has this ability. I know that Darth Travis will admit to it. I know that anybody who's played Meader will admit to it, that he has the ability to just sit back, wait, and he has this uncanny sense of knowing where the puck's going to go and stopping it. He's definitely more of a wait and see defense as opposed to an aggressive offense, but when he decides that he's going to hit that button and take that puck, that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, there's like a magnet on his stick, and the puck is pure metal, and it just sticks to him. You take him into the corner, he somehow always comes away with it. You happen to skate by him, and the puck is stripped from you instantly. The other area that he is very good at is here in the face-off dot. We just see him win one there. Quick shot from the point, and he's going to just sit here and try to pick his spot in the zone. West's collapsing down in front of the net. Oh, a good chance there. West is able to recover, and he's going to get that puck hopefully out here. There he goes. And trying to get behind the defense. That one worked. Couldn't get enough room, though, to get the pass across for the one-timer. Now,
Monkey, in complete transparency, we had talked to West about what he may be able to do to gain an gain an advantage over Meader, and we talked about...
It would be an adventure.
It would be an adventure. You are correct. Tried maybe a little bit... See, right there, picks it off, knew where that pass was going, and just took it. To try dumping and chasing and getting in behind Meader's defense and making him skate back a little bit. But we'll see how that plays.
Keep a little bit of room. Yeah, if you can keep a little bit of room, make him play even more deeper into his own zone. It's only going to be a benefit to West, I think. But you get plays like that where everything just gets jammed up in the neutral zone, and Meader just hangs back, picks his spot. He's not afraid to circle backwards and keep control of the puck.
Right.
And very good at doing line changes. We see him have a few fresh players up over the boards and just keep the momentum of his team going. See, now West probably should have taken a shot there. He had a lane.
Yep.
And now he has to retreat here for an offside. And it's those sort of opportunities that you can't let go away. You've kind of got to get those on net every single time and hope that the opposing goaltender makes a mistake. We've seen some crazy goalie mistakes in Evolve Sports Live, so
we definitely
it's not
have
unheard of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've in fact, it was a game between Meader and West in threes where that crazy goalie hiccup. Now, what I'm noticing so far, Monkey, just watching this play is that West is very good at getting the puck and getting into the zone, but unfortunately, Meader is just taking the puck from him every time. And I don't know if that's skill stick versus hybrid control. Or, I was going to say that could be an icing, but it's held onto by Fleury, and he passes it out. Or
part of the problem is looking for a play versus just taking a shot. West has not just he could just take a shot here. He doesn't need to look for that play every time.
Yeah,
get it on net.
Exactly.
And he finally gets one in, but it's smothered in front. It doesn't even reach the net. Yeah. The shots right now have to be 0 for Vegas at this point.
But we're still
he is doing a
early
great
on.
job.
Oh, yeah.
He is doing a great job of getting into the zone, though. And he hasn't let Meader set up at all in the offensive zone. So he's on the right track. He just needs to start firing that puck at the net because it doesn't go in if you don't shoot in that direction.
Exactly. Yeah, take the shot. Anything can happen. A shot that misses is better than no shot at all. But
exactly.
Every time West has the puck, it just seems like there's 4 jerseys just colliding with him. Great save there by Fleury. Picks it off.
When we were talking about doing the dump, I wasn't thinking he was going to be trying these long diagonal stretch passes. That might not be a good thing to do for too long.
No.
We know Meader is famous for watching your habits in the first period and then just bringing everything to shut you down in the second and third. So that same strategy over and over may not be the best move for too long, but for now it has not yet burnt him. So
no. Big face-off win by West. West passing it out there to the right side. Darth Travis, former top contender to the title, says in chat, take the shot when you have it against Meader, and you are not wrong, sir.
Yeah, I mean, as Mader said in his own promo, if you're going to go for the king, you got to make sure your shot hits. And if you don't even take it, then you're going to have a problem with that. So as he weaves in through the defense, so nice skating, nice puck control. And again, just trying to find an open lane. And doesn't take a shot, and now he's on his heels.
Yeah. Great
but the
defense.
collapse into the front of the net is great. Oh, big saves by Flower.
That was huge, absolutely huge. West now trying to get the puck out. There's a minute left in the first. Title is on the line.
Put it on the net.
Shoots. Oh, just goes wide.
So, Brian, I know you're a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, same as I am.
Yes, I am.
Are you just not getting vibes of Cabriolet here? Like, shoot the puck.
I most definitely am. I can agree with that 100%. And after one, we are scoreless with the title on the line.
I'm going to guess 0 shots on net. I'm guessing 0 shots on net. Maybe one if they counted that one that got blocked in front.
Well, we'll see. I'm interested to see the time of possession because the time of possession should be a lot closer than the shots on goal.
Yeah, he may have time possession, actually. But he definitely does not have shots on goal. Let's see how this goes. 0 shots to 6. Time of possession pretty even. Passing, kudos to him for doing great passing. That's been how he's been able to get through the neutral zone very, very easily. He hasn't been physical. Boston is famous for doing that, trying to wear down your players. Like I said, he's good at doing line changes, and he'll try to get the momentum swinging his way. And both of them staying out of the penalty box, which is going to be key, I think, long-term in this game as well.
I agree.
Just got to start firing those pucks.
Yeah, put the puck on net. Put it towards the goalie. You never know what's going to happen. So here we go, second period. Again, with the title on the line.
Yeah, that can't be understated here at all. Is that it's a title, not only a title defense, but it's a title shot. So West is already nervous a little bit about who he's playing, but I wonder if he's thinking about the fact that the title's on the line as well, or if he's just focusing on it being a game as the puck gets flipped into the player's bench there.
You can never downplay enough an opportunity to play for a championship. So I'm sure that that's there. But, yeah, the best way to go into these games... Oh, shot on goal by Meader. The best way to go into these games is treat it as just any other game, because if you get overly psyched out over the fact that the title is on the line, you can end up making mistakes, and it can burn you very, very quickly.
Looks like West decided to dump in and do a quick line change there himself, get some fresh players out. Picks the puck off. This could be good for him.
This could be good.
Some moves. Shoot. Finally a shot on net. Just couldn't get his players spaced enough. Handedness was also kind of off there to get that one-timer on. But he did catch the defense with only one man back and an odd man break there. Again, the power of having fresh legs on the ice.
Indeed. Meader with the face-off, passes it out, and then dumps it right back into his own zone, taking some time off the clock to do that and bringing it back out again. Maybe he didn't like the setup that he had. Not sure what. Great block by West. And then West with the same play.
Yeah, West was trying to hit a guy on the point there who just wasn't where he was supposed to be. Tripping call.
And now West, the challenger, going to the power play. Only has one shot on goal so far in this game, but with a man advantage, we could see some ice open up, and maybe he can get some shots and possibly a goal.
Yeah, this is where I think between the two competitors, stats so far in this league notwithstanding, West has excellent offensive capabilities, and the power play should be an opportunity for him to really showcase it here.
Agreed. Meader tried to dump it out, gets picked off by West. West now with the puck into the zone, keeps a hold of it. Oh,
again, he keeps looking for these pretty plays.
Yeah.
You could see him watching for that. Like, he wasn't even looking at the net. He was looking for that pass.
Yeah.
And he needs to
play.
Stop admiring it and shoot.
Shot on goal, saved. Meader now with control.
Chat, can we get everybody in chat to type shoot? Maybe he'll hear us.
Yeah, let's everyone in chat there type out shoot with an exclamation mark. Oh, wait a second. Boston with a second penalty.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice that either. I was trying to get the crowd into it. And here they come.
Well, now, 5-on-3. 5-on-3. We've got the shoots coming in.
Yep.
Can we actually have this happen? The power of the internet. Can we communicate this
Yeah, exactly.
to West?
A huge 5-on-3 advantage for West right now. Oh, goes to tries to pass it out. That gets picked off.
He's killing his own penalty here, but he's you don't need to do those sorts of passes when you have that much of a number.
Here we go. 5-on-4.
One power play over.
Shoot! With the shot stopped by the defenseman, West trying to pick it back up again. This is going to clear all the way back down to the other end of the ice. 35 seconds to go. West with the long pass,
up
but
the wing,
nobody
but
there.
nobody
That's
there.
going to be icing. Bringing the puck back down into West's end with 20 seconds.
I think we can feel the frustration from here.
Yeah, most definitely. Absolutely, most definitely. Huge face-off now in the defensive zone for the challenger.
Oh, he's got a really good odd man break here. Oh, tripping call
that's
again?
another penalty. That's another penalty against Meader.
Yeah, that was... if he would have passed, I think he would have had a clean break, but take the penalty, puts him on the man down. If anything, this is neutering Mader's offensive abilities at the moment while he's constantly on the power play. Penalty kill.
It definitely is. It definitely is. This is a nail biter midway through the game. Meader
look at the aggressive.
Yes, I see that.
Aggressive pinching there by Mader.
Oh,
he doesn't need to do those passes when he's on the power play.
No,
he has the room.
Wait, passes it up. Saved by Fleury. Oh, we've got a possible
there behind.
Possible injury here. West trying to get something set up here, and unfortunately, that's pretty. No, there's a minute left in the penalty. All right, line change by Meader. Here comes West. West with the puck across the line into the zone, gets pinched out, and now Meader passes it through. Shot on goal, kicked away. Penalty is over. The champion may have had more shots on goal during that power play than the challenger did, and it was the challenger's power play.
I agree. The
shot on goal. Tries to get rid of it.
Now West circling in that first period, West's passing was great, but
yeah,
he's passing here in times when he doesn't need to. It's like he's got that one strategy in mind right now to the way he's passing, and it's working great. Ooh, that was close. Quick pass out there too. That was aggressive. It's working great 5-on-5, but situations like what he had a minute ago there with that power play, he should just be letting it rip like that. Just misses top corner.
Just misses it. Just goes wide. And I got to give credit to the challenger. Credit to West. He is keeping a player. Oh, wait a second.
Break.
Here comes the challenger. Shoots. Oh, misses the net. Great opportunity by West. But like I was trying to say there, he constantly has a player on any one of Meader's players.
No. Oh, here we go.
Oh, tried to go.
Meader tried to snipe it short.
And
that one
goes past him.
Everybody.
And the champion now with a 1-0 lead here. Late in the second period, Meader goes up 1-0. This game definitely is not over, but the pressure has to be on West at this point to get shots on goal, to get in at the net, and even get a dirty one just to put it past Rask.
Now that pass was just a thing of beauty. That was a backhand pass, almost no look over the shoulder there. Finds him. Beautiful play. Takes a bunch of pressure off Mader. He can now just take a breath and focus on his game a little bit. And you're right, all the pressure is now on West.
Yeah.
And he's got to get these pucks on net. He's done a fantastic job of controlling the puck of where it's supposed to be, with only minor mistakes. But it's the not getting the offense going that's killing him right now.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's an icing call against West. Puck's going to come back down to his end of the ice. You are watching Clash 6, West versus TheMeader1 here live on Twitch and on replay on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are for Clash number 6.
You can see these every other week. Every other week we have something amazing like this where, you've got underdogs coming back to win a game. You've got champions showing why they're champions. And you've got such unpredictable results that you just have to tune in and watch it. It's great.
Indeed. Couldn't say it better myself. Sir, shot on goal. Rask flashes the glove there. Keep this game as a 1-0 lead.
He didn't have anybody going to the net. I don't think he's got crashed the net on. I think he's using like overload or something because none of his players went anywhere near the net. Rask saw that all the way, but it was nice to see him at least get a shot on that. Another odd man break, and he needs to pass. He doesn't. Boss is able to get back here.
Makes the pass, but nobody there. Defensive lineup.
Yeah, players are changing.
Yeah. Meader trying to get into the zone, having trouble with it, just finally dumps it in to probably close out the second period. West with one more opportunity.
Shoot!
Tried the shot.
He tried to shoot, but he was stick.
Indeed.
Stick lifted.
Let's look at the stats.
This one.
Go ahead.
This one, I'm going to guess West got 5 shots. We're going to go with 5 shots. Time of possession is probably going to be very close again. The difference is going to be obviously the penalty minutes, but it didn't hurt Boston. In fact, our champ is up 1-0 going into the third.
Exactly. Meader with a 1-0 lead going into the third. Look at the official stats. We made predictions as to what they were. You were close. You said 5. The answer's 4. Closest to $1 without going over. Shots are 15-4 in favor of the champion. Time of possession is basically a hairline between the two of them. Meader's passing and West's passing are almost identical. Face-offs now, there's the huge difference. You control the face-off, you control the puck, and it's 11-2 in favor of the champion.
You could see West adjusting to that during the game too. There was moments where he could have froze the puck and he decided to pass it out. I think simply because he didn't want to have to go to the face-off dot.
Yeah, and that's smart strategy on him. When you realize something isn't working, try to take that advantage away. Winner of that face-off. Now here comes West. Oh, West with a shot on goal with another one. Tries for the one-timer, gets tied up, shoots. I think at this point, we're going to see a lot of West putting puck on net if he has the opportunity to.
He's got to go full offense, just set everything in motion, completely go north, and see what he can do here.
All right. Offside by the Bruins. Face off now in the neutral zone. Yeah, if you're West at this point, do you change your offensive strategy to crash the net? Like, what do you do in this situation? Because
at this point, it's hard because if you push too hard, there's so much time left in this game, and Mader's just waiting for you to do it.
Yes,
like that's the sad part. Is you know that he knows that you want to do it, and he's waiting for it.
Right.
So I don't know if I would go full aggression on my offense. The passing game has been working for West. He's been able to work it through the zone. I think he's just got to stop looking for the pass once he's in the zone. Like his passing through the neutral has worked pretty well, but once he gets in the offensive zone, he's just got to start peppering the net and trying to get a rebound or something.
Yeah. What I'm noticing is he constantly keeps coming through. Oh, Boston.
Boarding.
No, hooking apparently. Hooking. West going to the box. The champion going to the power play. What I was going to say there was a lot of West's plays, he's coming up the side. He's not dumping it into the middle and doing the dump and chase. And all Meader has to do is just push his defenseman to the boards and try to block that opportunity. So I think West needs to change it up here. I think he needs to dump it in and see what he can do to race back to the puck.
Yeah. He's doing a good job of that was a
huge
bump.
Hit.
He's doing a good job though of maintaining puck control whenever Mader goes in for a stick lift or something and being able to get into lanes like that. His possession of the puck has been very good. I mean, we saw the numbers earlier; they were almost identical.
Oh, I think we have another penalty. We do. We have another. Yeah. We have a tripping penalty coming up to the challenger. West going to the box again for tripping. I believe this puts Boston on a 5-on-3. I'm not sure how much. 45 seconds worth of a 5-on-3.
Yeah, 45 45 seconds are going to be the longest 45 seconds of this game for West, as he's probably gripping that controller a little bit tighter right now. He's just got to get the puck out of the zone. Stay defensively solid, get that puck out of the zone. Wins the face-off, so that's a good sign.
That's a huge sign. And I just need to get this out of here, because the longer it stays in his end, the better the opportunity Meader has to take a 2-0 lead. That's the last thing. There we go.
Nice big dump. Floats it down to the corner. Got to skate back 200 feet now to have any sort of a risk to you.
And that kills the first penalty. And he almost picked that off, too. Great offensive awareness by West coming out of the box.
Ooh, be careful with that one.
Yep.
That one was floating a little bit. I thought we may have had an opportunity to have it out of the ice, or sorry, over the glass again. But
yep.
Good job.
And he scores.
Oh.
Snipes it and takes a 2-0 lead here. Meader.
Sean the rat boy.
Yeah, Sean. Meader up by 2 here. Midway, just shy of midway through the third period. You saw it there on the screen a second ago from the scoreboard. Shots are 13-5 at this point. At this point, if I'm the champion, if I'm Meader, I just kind of lock it down defensively and let that clock hit 0. And if I'm West right now, I start crashing the net and throwing everything I can possibly do to get the first one. If you get 1, you can get 2, but you have to get that first one first.
Yeah, you got to send all offense. All strategy you had before out the window. Go full pressure. You've got to get at least 1 back. If you don't get that, then there's no hope. So get that next one here. If you can't get it within the next probably 5 minutes of game time here, then you're gonna have a problem. But here's a chance.
Here's a chance. Shoots, gets a shot on goal. Meader freezes it. Puts an end to that. 12:34 left here in the third period.
Meader knows where his strength is, and that's in the face-off dot. He's going to freeze that puck every time, slow things down, wait till he can get control, and try to chew the clock.
Most definitely.
Which he wins. Wins the face-offs.
Won by Meader, and if I were him, I'd be wasting. Sorry, I'd be wasting as much time. Not wasting. I'd be taking as much time off there. Do not rush it. Just take your time getting out of the zone, because you can get that puck back.
Yeah, you see him holding onto the puck now. He's not even trying to do passing so much. As if he holds onto the puck, he can get West frustrated. West might trip him, take a penalty.
Yep.
So he's going to do, hold the puck, do stick control. At this point, West.
Had an opportunity there. Just let it slip by. Here comes the challenger. West right in, shoots. Gets that shot on goal. That was a beautiful setup.
Yeah, Vegas seems like, I'm not super familiar with how their team is lined up, but it seems like some of the handedness of the forwards just aren't the way you would want them to be for some of these one-timer attempts that West has been going for.
Yeah. All right, 8:20 left to go. Here comes West, the challenger, coming up the left side, loses possession, gets it back right in front of the net, but Meader able to take that puck away from him. Meader with a smart play, dumping it down there on the line change, forcing West to come all the way back. And now here comes West again, makes the pass, gets in there. Loses the puck by a poke check. Puck goes wide, being behind the back of the net. What I love about this, win or lose right now, is the fact that West is fighting with everything he has. He's not giving up. And he is doing everything
there's no
he
quitting
can.
that man.
No, not at all. He's
going to be trying to get whatever he can out of this. Even if he can't win, he's going to be trying to make a statement. Don't look away, because in a blink of an eye, we've seen literally goals on the last 2 seconds of a game before, and had to change everything. So nice face-off win. Something he's improving in all of the areas in the ice except for the actual scoreboard, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just hoping one of these can sneak in for him.
Takes possession, passes it back out, passes it back, nobody there. Picks it up behind his own net.
4 minutes remaining.
Makes the long pass. West across the line, loses possession, gets it back again, but he's offside currently. No, he's back onside. Goes to move it around the defenseman and gets hit for his effort. Dumps it in deep. That's
Boston has fresh players out.
Yep.
And
Oh,
there's gonna
picks
skate
it
down the ice
off.
here. That pass is not where he wanted that to go.
That is not where that wanted to go at all. No. But the time of possession, the fact that he's gaining in time of possession, you know, if he doesn't come out on top right now, that's something he can take moving forward, is the fact that he is actually doing very well. Some of the best I've seen against Meader as far as time of possession goes. Because Meader is good. Meader's like a smothering blanket as far as time of possession goes, and West is not allowing that to happen.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job of holding onto the puck. It's just he's got to get the offensive zone side of it down. So we've got an offside call here. This is kind of the last hurrah, as we're just under a minute remaining. Face off here in the neutral zone. Hopefully West can win this one, as he's done the last few. Like I said, he's been improving in all areas of the game. He wins another one.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if he can do anything with it here as he comes into the zone in a moment.
All right. Possession again. Here comes the challenger, not giving up. 43 seconds left on the clock. And we have a
penalty coming up.
Penalty going against the challenger. Meader taking a 2-minute power play advantage with only 41 seconds to go.
Yeah, at this point, I think we can almost safely say that we're going to have a challenge defense completed here by Meader. But I'm interested to see how West handles it, how aggressive he gets here on this penalty kill. He's kind of got to go for it.
Wait a second. Here he comes. Shoots on goal. Saved. Yeah, that's what
Rask says. Not today.
Not today.
And 25 seconds left as Meader enters the zone.
Taken away by
Puck
West.
comes loose.
West again. This time dancing around.
Pass.
Oh, went for it, but unfortunately, just a split second too late. This is not good if you're West. Shoots and saved by West. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get your GGs in chat. What a title defense by the champion Meader, and what a challenge put up by West. West comes up short in a 2-0 score, but you have to hats off to him. He played a hell of a game, and Meader retains the championship title here. Huge win by Meader. We've got Shano standing by. We'll get to Shano here in a second. But let's take a look at some highlights here. That short pass across the crease was definitely deadly for Boston.
Yeah, they weren't able to get the one-timers through the high slot, but the 2 times they were able to get right down low, get behind the defense, and he capitalized on both of them. They both went into the net. Sick passing. Excellent control by West. He just wasn't able to get any shots on net. 22-8 on the shots.
Yeah.
And if you don't get, at least a few shots every period, you're going to be running into some problems. Penalties were pretty even. Both teams did a really good job on the penalty kill. But and lots of opportunities for both teams as far as like 5-on-3s and what have you go. Time of possession, Boston eked it out in the end, but I mean, both teams did a really good job on that, probably much closer than I would have thought at the beginning. And passing numbers actually lower than I expected, but both teams, for the first 2 periods at least, were really, really good at that. So we got to see a lot of skill on display here. I think West might be kicking himself for not taking a few shots that he could have had earlier in the game and may have made this thing go a little bit different.
Yeah, well, before we go any further, let's throw it up to Shano for the official announcement. Take it away, Shano.
And here is your winner, and still the Evolve Sports Hockey Division champion, TheMeader1!
There you go. Thank you, Shano. We have the win there by the champion. We're going to try to get an interview with both competitors here. Going to see what we can do to line this up. They are currently in an Xbox party together. I'm not sure if we can get them into Gilded to get an interview with them. So stand by on that, folks. We're going to try to talk to both the champion and the challenger here. If either...
As a reminder to everybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
As I'll let you go try to find our interview, Ease. Just to remind everybody who's watching, Clash every other Monday. So not next Monday, The Monday following that will be the Clash 7. Next Monday, we've got what I like to call Evolve Sports After Dark, but what's the official name of it again?
Evolve Sports Tonight. So that's very close.
Yeah, Evolve Sports Tonight. But where you get to hear my glorious commentary partner, Brian Langell, come on the screen, answer all your questions about Clash. It's a very interactive show. You can ask questions, you get answers, find out tidbits of what's coming down the line, previews into what some of the cards for Clash might be. All kinds of good information come out of that show. And then, like I said, the following Monday right after that, we have another Clash. As well, all the participants that you see on Clash or in the Evolve Sports ecosphere all around, almost every one of them streams on Twitch in some manner. You can catch live games all throughout the week as people are playing different leagues that we have going on, especially like in our football leagues with TPCFL or Extreme League. So if you see anybody's name on here and that you would like to watch, you can look them up on Twitch and follow them there, or jump into our Discord and you can see a live calendar and a listing of games at any given point in time. Definitely jump into the Discord, not into Discord, into the Gilded, I apologize, and follow us all on there as well.
Most definitely. We are always looking for new competitors as well. So if you see this broadcast and you're like, hey, I want to be a part of this, reach out to us either on Twitter at the Twitter at the Evolve Sports, or like Monkey said, Gilded. Message us on Twitter. Get a hold of us. We'll get you a link to Gilded from there. We're kind of keeping it a little under wraps. Not because we don't want to expand. We just want to expand the right way and not have spammers and hackers get in there. So we are just still trying to get a hold of Meader and West and see what we can do here. I believe West just joined us, so we're going to speak with him first. West, what a performance, sir!
Hello, sir.
You definitely put everything you needed to into that game. You were into it. You were in it right to the end, but came up a little bit short. But what are your thoughts on that? I mean, playing Meader is not an easy challenge. We saw when he played against Shane, he scored 5 goals. When he played against Darth Travis, he scored 2. You held him to 2 as well. So defensively, that has to be a win in your book, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I kept control of my defense. I didn't make too many mistakes there. I mean, I heard the crowd yelling, "Shoot, shoot, shoot!"
Yes,
but yeah, I made the comment to Brian earlier, West, and I know you're a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. You were like Caberlet out there the entire game, man.
Well, you could take a bunch of bad shots if you want to, but I'd rather just take a few good ones and hopefully I could pick a corner. And I think Tuukka Rask played a solid game. I did have a couple good shots at the top corners, and he won 2-0. So even if I have 8 shots, if 4 of them are really solid, I'm not too worried about having 20 shots that I just throw at the net.
That is a very interesting way to look at it. Yes, and I can see exactly what you're saying there.
Yeah, and you did an amazing job on almost every other area of the ice. Was a vast improvement over almost any other time I've seen you play. It was stunning to see how well you were able to hold control of the puck versus somebody who we've all considered kind of a master of it. You really did an amazing job in that aspect of the game.
Thank you very much, sir. The problem was getting through his defense to get those shots to his goaltender. He is just so good at the defensive side of the game as well.
Yeah, he definitely is. But I was saying during the broadcast, I'm sure you'll hear it on the replay, you had the ability of doing what most people run into against Meader, where he has a player either basically Velcroed to you or he knows exactly where the pass is going to go. And you were able to do that in this game as well. So, I mean, hats off to you on that one. The only 2 that got past you were snipe shots on short passes right in front of the net. It wasn't anything like he didn't have opportunity to set up from the point. He had no opportunity to aim from the slot. You kept him covered. So hats off to you on that one, sir. I mean, you came up short, but as the challenger, I mean, I see another title opportunity in your, very close future.
Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the praise. Definitely, I have spots I can improve and improve my game, and I'm sure I can do that with the rest of the community and just practicing away, because I'm sure there's others that'll needing to practice to face Meader in the short future.
Most definitely, most definitely. And that's a big part about that community that we have here is we are all willing to help each other as well. So yeah, I'm sure that if a request goes out for anyone want to get some games in, there'll be many people that will be more than happy to oblige on that one. But hats off to you, West. I mean, hell of a run, great challenge. And we'll see where the rankings are after this game. But again, yeah, I don't see this as being your last opportunity for the championship, nor do I see you having a very, very long wait before you get another opportunity to challenge for that title.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure playing Meter. It was lots of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your kind words, sir. You're a value to this community, and it's greatly appreciated.
Thanks so much. Have a great night.
You too as well, sir. All right, we're going to try to get a hold of the champion and still. Meter, I believe you're with us now. Congratulations on your title defense, sir.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it.
Not a problem. You had a game plan coming into this. I'm assuming that it was try to control West and not give up much open ice. And if I'm right in that game plan, you played that to perfection, sir. West unable to get a lot of shots on goal, not a lot of time to set up, and that's classic Meter defense, if I had to describe it as something. But you were the one playing, so how do you feel the game went?
I mean, we walked away with the W, so obviously the game ended up the way that we were hoping. I came into it knowing that West is absurdly dangerous in front of the net. So the entire game plan was don't let him get in front of the net, because if he gets those, he doesn't need to take a lot of shots. West isn't take a whole bunch of shots and hope one trickles in. He is I am going to make you pay for any mistakes. And he had a couple that if it wasn't for, Rask standing on his head, I should have paid for him. He is absolutely an exceptional shooter. So being all over him, not giving him time to go through the shooting animation is absolutely key. I know a lot of people hope that a lot more shots get off, and until you're on the ice playing, you don't understand that there is an animation that goes with that takes a long time to complete. And if someone's even near you, they're going to poke it off your stick lift you. You're going to lose the puck. So keeping possession of the puck is much more of a priority than shooting is in a lot of situations.
Yeah, and that is.
Yeah, you had.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say in your promo, you had made a statement that if he's going to take a shot at the champion, he better not miss because he only gets one. He had 8. Rask made a bunch of good saves. I agree that you can't just float shots. I think you did an amazing job though of making sure that once he did manage to get into the zone, which he did incredibly well. I have to say, like I was telling West when I was speaking with him a moment ago, his ability to break into the zone on you was really well done. But you were able to collapse down to the center and keep all those shots to the outside, making it an easier time at least on Rask for you. And so yeah, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but you did a great job at limiting those shots.
Yeah, I mean, controlling the rebound is a really big one too. I know you get shots on and they trickle out, and then you have guys in front and they put it in. Positioning my guys not only in spots where I could block shots or make them have to reach around me to get shots on, but also controlling the rebound, good controlled, patient defense, protecting the puck rather than frantically trying to get a breakout was really, really important to us, because West he's an expert at shooting. There's absolutely no doubt on that. And he is really good at taking the puck away from me and preventing me from being able to set up in the zone. I was able to get quite a few shots on, but not many quality shots. I didn't have any breaks. The only one I can think of was when I was able to pass across the net on a 2-on-1, and that was on a penalty, on a power play for me. So hats off to his defense. It was exceptional, and I think it showed on the scoreboard at the end of the game.
I was surprised to see you go take as many penalties as you did. It's not something that's common in your game. You're usually able to stay out of the box quite well. Was that part of a response kind of to how well he was putting pressure on you that you were forced to draw a couple penalties there, or was it just a case of it happened because the action was flowing?
I mean, I'm used to being able to control all the way into the offensive zone, and the neutral zone was a battle this game. And keeping him at the blue line was really, really difficult. He did a good job of passing when he needed to and breaking in and being able to get into my zone and prevent me from getting into his. So I think in the second, it was a massive adjustment from no score in the first. I didn't have as many shots as I wanted, so I didn't have any goals yet. I think there was a little bit of frustration going in there and trying to switch things up and do something different. And he did not just keep doing the same thing. He wasn't just passing up the boards like he was in the first. He started cutting back in and doing a smaller pass in the neutral zone and then cutting back towards the center when I thought he was going to go out to the side. So just really good play by West to keep the pressure and to keep the puck away from me so that he can continue to control. And we saw it there in the second, and then we saw it flip hands in the third when the opposite was true.
Most definitely. Great analysis. You and I had talked about it earlier, Meter, during the Monkeys football game, that it's one thing to be able to diagnose what's going on during the game when you're watching it happen. It's completely different when you're playing that game. So for you to be able to say that you were able to pick apart what was happening and try to work around it, and then West being able to counter that and doing things as well, hats off to both of you on that one, because all of us here who are talking have been in competitive hockey and competitive football games and know that you have to have your head on a swivel. You have to be watching so much and be able to adjust on the fly. And I think both you and West, both did a great counter and counter setups for that tonight. So hats off to both of you on that one. And what a showcase matchup we had. I mean, that's why games like this get the showcase spot, because it's absolutely so exciting, and it's like a human game of chess. You're playing back and forth, and you have to counter what your opponent is doing, and it's not always the easiest to do. So hats off to you and Wes both for being able to do that tonight and put on a hell of a performance here in the showcase matchup here on Clash.
West is really good at the chess game. It's like you said, it's one thing to be able to diagnose it. It's another thing to be able to take that diagnosis and know how to counter it. And then the biggest thing at all, the thing that I definitely still struggle with, that I think West is better than me at, is being able to diagnose it, figure out how to fix it, and then actually put it into place, because those plays happen in a second. So by the time you realize, hey, this is where I need to do that thing that I've been thinking about, the play's already done. It's already passed. So hats off to West, an amazing competitor, and I look forward to getting to play against him again when he gets his next title shot, or when I slip down the bracket, one of those two.
Well, there's something to mention here. You are successful in your title defense here. Moving forward, what's next? Is there someone you particularly want to play? Do you want to focus on a different division for a moment? What are the plans for TheMeader1?
I am taking on all challengers. I'm a fighting champion. I'm not afraid to take on anything, put the title on the line. If I lose the title, it's going to be to somebody who played better than me that game, and I'm happy to lose it to someone who's playing better than me.
Great words and great strategy as a champion, Meter. You're always more than gracious, and we appreciate that. But I think we're going to, unless Monkey, if you have anything else here, I think we'll wrap it up here for this week's episode of Clash. This has been Clash 6, West versus TheMeader1. So any closing thoughts there, Monkey?
6 clashes, 6 amazing shows. Matches have been great. We had a champion crowned. We've had a champion defended. We've had people move around. I don't know how anybody isn't just, everybody should be subscribing to this. If you're not following, do so. This has been awesome. Thanks for the fantastic games and the company up here in the booth. I say we close this one out and we march towards the next one.
Well, before we do that, I should also say congratulations to you as well on your big win earlier tonight against ShanesGaming. You guys both played a hell of a game as well. I talked about how great the showcase game was. That opening game was fantastic as well. You and Shane both. So I'm interested to see where both of you go in reference to the Madden division. But while we're here for that, is there anyone you're looking to call out here in the Madden division, or are you looking to just see where the rankings go and see how things play out?
I'm from the Madden division. No, I'm considering myself lucky on that win more so than skilled at this point. I think I have to see some more wins under my own belt before I would start tooting my horn there. But I would put out that our last clash I was on prior to this one was NHL 3s. And I think some people need to come stepping up. Let's crown a champion, because I mean, I think I deserve a shot at that.
That's right. You did win the threes. There were 4 competitors that competed on Clash, and you ended up on top in that. So congratulations on that. That is definitely something we can take back to the board to find out where we're going with that one. Who knows? Maybe Clash 7 will be have some matchups within the threes division. So our current number 1 ranked player in threes has laid down the gauntlet. If anyone wants to step up for that one, you're feeling froggy and want to jump, you know where to get a hold of Monkey. So we'll see what happens. But thank you for everybody for tuning in. It was greatly appreciated, your support here on the channel and tuning in for Clash 6. On behalf of Monkeywork, on behalf of Meter, my name is Langelo on Xbox. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back in 2 weeks' time for Clash 7. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at TheEvolveSports to get breaking news on what the matchups are going to be. I can't wait for it. I hope you can't either, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Clash 7. Good night, everybody, from Evolve Sports Live.
Good night.